Move my dove. Hi guys, how's everybody doing? Oh my goodness, what a day. I've had a heck of a Friday morning already. And we're going to talk about, hey Perry Griffin, how you doing? Rough start to my day this morning, but I made it. Hi Becca. I don't think you texted me. Did you? Let me refresh. Hi, lucky girl. Wow, tough day. Okay, all right, thanks, Becca. I didn't think you texted me, but what a morning. What a crazy morning. And why is school getting out half day? I live by a school, but why? I live by two schools. Why is there a half day today? Did I miss something? Is there a reason? Are they taking part of a makeup hurricane day or something? Does anyone know why that is? All right, well, thanks for being here, lucky girl. T-Barb, thank you so much. Okay, so the notification just went out. We'll wait for a second. You guys tell me, hi, Jay. Jay, I'm going to need for you to tell me your questions again because I've had one hell of a morning. I can't even believe that I made it. I thought I was going to have to cancel. Well, we're waiting for others to join us. So I hope everyone else is having a better start to their Friday morning than I am. But I'm grateful. I had to go into gratitude. You know me. If you get upset about something, you have to go into gratitude. I had my hair appointment this morning. I was on with Becca last night on her channel at House of Lenormand, and we had a great night. I got everything done that I needed to get done. I have my hair appointments early because there are people inside the salon where I go that are forever Trumpers, and they don't wear masks. They drive trucks twice the size of my little Chevy Pony. All right, Hannity's, right? And then you had another one, Jay, because I looked at it. Hi, Sebastian. Oh, thank you. Well, you know what? I didn't get my hair cut. Good morning. Hi, Jim Day. Hi, Steven. So I go in there and I have my touch up and with color and everything. And people started coming. I go back out and I sit in my truck with the windows down. And it's cold today. Well, for Florida, it's cold, right? So I'm sitting out there and I'm watching these people roll up in these huge trucks and they're with their Trump Pence stickers and everything. And they start going in with no mask. And I'm like, I have to go back in there to get my hair washed up, the dye out. I go back in there and I tell Jessica, I don't feel comfortable. I have an underlying autoimmune situation. I don't feel comfortable. She's like, okay. And she said, but you wanted to have a cut, right? I said, well, we can't. Just rinse me off. She goes, you don't want me to blow dry or cut? And I'm like, no, rinse it out. And she goes, we can come back at 7:30 tomorrow morning. I'll be here all by myself. I'm like, oh my God. I'm not going to come back ever. No. So I knew my truck needed oil. So I left with my hair very wet, very cold. I go to AutoZone to get the oil. I took a picture of the cap of the oil container thing where you put the oil in with the phone. So I know exactly what kind to get. All right, March 4th. And that's your birthday, right? Or Jay? March 4th. Thank you, so have a joyful day. Oh God, I'm not finished. So I'm upset, but I'm like, it's okay. At least I got, the touch ups and I'm going to go get the oil. I go in. I decided to leave my purse in the truck. I locked the truck. I've got my keys in my pocket. I leave the phone in the car and I go in and I show, no, I took my phone with me. I show the guy, I need this kind of oil. Okay, it takes me over there. It goes, do you need synthetic oil? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And I'm like, what do you mean synthetic? He said, well, the last time, are you just topping it off this time? Last time, did you have it changed? I said, yes, last time I had it changed. And he said, so maybe it's synthetic. And I'm like, I don't know. Does it say it on the sticker on my windshield? He's like, I don't know. Oh my God. So I decided to go, wet hair. I decided to go back out to the truck, call Nick, my mechanic guy, one of the greatest guys in the whole world. And he answers the phone and I asked him and he said, I don't think so. Why would it be, for your truck? It's just regular. He goes, I'll just go check the record to make absolutely sure. It was regular. So I was like, okay, thanks, Nick. Thanks so much. Hang up, set the phone down, set the keys down, open the door, go back to tell the guy what kind of oil. Got my credit card, but the keys and the phone get locked in the truck. And they don't sell the door thingies the jimmies. So I'm locked out of my truck, freezing cold, early this morning, dripping hair. But I got the oil. $115 later, and I'm sitting in my truck because there are other non-mask wearers, Trumpy people going inside of AutoZone with no masks on. So I'm trying to position myself in my truck, out of the wind, in the sun, with dripping. And that's how it started. Oh my gosh. Yep, they wear them. They wear them down here or under their chin, just so that they can say they have it on when you're going to pump gas, but they don't actually have it covering their face. So then when I'm waiting, it was a half an hour for the locksmith dude. And he had a hard time getting into my truck. So it was a lot of patience I was looking at. Well, at least I have fairly new tires and looking at, my tires. I'm like, I'm grateful that I have tires. I'm grateful that this man came to help me. I went into full gratitude. And the card of the day this morning, I shuffled, was the devil. And the old me would have said, I'm just going to go home. I'm going to have a hot cup of coffee. I'm just going to tell everyone I can't do it today. I'm going to give in. I wouldn't have gone into gratitude. So I'm so grateful for all the things that I've learned. I'm grateful that you guys are here. Why not, Lisa? Because we're in Florida. Florida, it's where Mar-a-Lago is, right? So they don't pay attention here, and they don't care. So the devil card was card of the day. So the old me would have reacted to this much differently. I would have felt defeated. I would have felt sorry for myself. I wouldn't have gone into gratitude, like I said. I probably would have messed up my schedule. I may have, in olden times, I may have even said, no, I'm not going to read for anybody today, which is ridiculous, right? And I'm certainly not going to go live. It's like, what. So I'm really grateful for the lessons, and I'm glad that I got through this, because it's the card of temptation, and it's the card of falling back into patterns of the past, breaking free from patterns of the past. And remember, you can always join us on the Way of Positive Change, Facebook or Instagram. I know people don't like Facebook and Instagram, but that's where I post card of the day. And I do it locally for a big local group. So, thank you so much. Thank you, TMA. I'm sorry you guys are having problems with the mask stuff too. I know, it's hard, because, you're basically, the lady that owns that salon is basically saying, Lori, even though you've been a patron there, and I read for her, and I've read for her twice in the last couple years, and I read for a lot of her other customers. So she's basically saying she's either removed of brain matter or she just doesn't care. And it's, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, I know. So it's all good. It's good. I'm grateful I had the money to pay the locksmith dude, and he was very nice and he didn't want to come out in the cold weather either, but his hair wasn't wet. You have to laugh about it. Oh gosh. So anyway, avoid temptation today. Don't fall back into past old ruts or patterns. Don't dig up the past. Don't overdo, don't overeat, don't overspend, don't gamble, don't, whatever your weak area is, don't go there. Not today. My goodness. All right. So Jay asked a couple of questions. And his birthday's coming up. It's not till March, but we're going to look at the cast of characters. Becca and I got to look at a lot of people. Oh, that was one other thing I wanted to tell you. Before I left, I looked on Fox News. And you know how CNN and MSNBC and everyone's all exploding about Marjorie Taylor Greene and how she had the town hall last night and all those people weren't wearing masks either and non-social distancing. And she was in there just going on and on and on about how the votes, weren't there and who really won and who didn't. So YouTube for entertainment purposes only. Just continuing. I scrolled down all the way down to the bottom of Fox News, all their headline stories. Not one on Greene. Isn't that bizarre? I thought that was huge. I like to see what they're, and when you turn on their page, the first thing you see is the press secretary, White House press secretary, the pretty redhead. I can't remember her name. Psaki. All right. So speaking of Fox News, since that's one of Jay's questions, Jay always has really great questions. Let's take a look. We're going to take a look at the cast of characters. I'm going to take another look at the variant because I'm extremely concerned about the variant. There are cases here. They found 2 in Lee County where I live. And that means there's probably, that's just 2 that they haven't. All right, say your prayers. Say your prayers. Mad Marge. That's a good thing to call her, except my beautiful mother's name was Marjorie. What an insult. Ugh. Okay, let's take a look. Hannity's numbers are down. So why do you think that Fox isn't covering any of these, how she followed the kid from Marjorie Stoneman, David Bogg, the beautiful young man that's standing up? What's happening with Hannity? His numbers are going down. Is he leaving? I did a reading on him a long time ago, and it looked like he was going down. What happens to Sean Hannity in February? He's part of the cast of characters, right? Let's take a look. He's one of the minions. Sean Hannity's days at Fox numbered. David Hogg. Yeah. And you guys remember to hydrate because that was a big thing last couple weeks. I've been getting it for almost everyone. We've been so on edge. Sometimes we're getting our teas, we're holding our breath. We're definitely not drinking and getting out and exercising enough. Of course, the weather doesn't help. Okay. Well, he thought he was going to be there and everything was going to turn out fine. And he aligned himself with Pootie and DJT. Okay. I was going to talk about this because if you watched the video I did with Becca last night on her channel, House of Linderman, we kept getting the tower when we asked about DJT, if he's going to be convicted. I watched Linda's little thing from yesterday on my way to my appointment. I was listening to it. She's sort of getting the same thing, not a real big yes at first and not a no, but I got a definitive yes after the second thing happens. Okay, so it was the temperance card in specific, and it's like two things have to come together, two elements come together to make a compound. Now, this has been popping up everywhere. This popped up a lot immediately with Becca and I last night. This is the card of natural disasters, COVID, hurricanes in Florida. When people that live locally start getting this, we're like, oh, Lord, what's going to happen? Okay. So COVID's going to play a big part, but I'm also thinking there's going to be some sort of huge revelatory information that just blows the top off the Trump Mar-a-Lago tower. All right. And, and this can also represent the thing that happened at the Capitol that, rocked his world. Because he really thought he was sitting good with the sun and the temperance. He really thought he was good. And we have temperance down here. That's funny that we were just talking about that. Okay, so he's having a little bit of difficulty getting leverage or staying grounded because we have two cards of needing stabilization or balance. One at the root, we have the temperance card, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. And up at the top, we have a star card, 1 foot in the water, 1 foot in the land. He's been a star. He is a star, right? He is okay. And he's going wherever the Mercers and the Murdochs are going to, put money in. So they're going to, I think they're going to try to really save Fox. They are still investing in him at this very second. They want him to spin. You're going to see some sort of a new agenda, okay, because of the Magician card. And this is very much the card of Mercury, the card of communication. Yeah, it's going to be all around this, the Trump ties with Pooty and the money that's come from these oligarchs. And so it all comes back to this. There's a lot of confusion, but right now looks like he's still going to be able to pull this off. He may dip down a little bit as some of these stories of money and some sort of revelation. Thank you, Mr. Sissel. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. So he's still coming out on top. Now, he may get an offer. Let's see. Do I have any kind of cup? He may make a decision. This is a card of travel. He could go to another channel maybe a little bit later down the road after there's something to be worried about. Either way, he's still doing all right for now. Let's just take a look at Fox Channel. There's a lot of money behind this. And they're trying to go with the sentiments and the beliefs that led up to the Capitol problem, right? We're going to call it the Capitol problem. Oh, yes, thank you for reminding me of that, M. Wallace. I will be with Kim from Intuitive View. I will be with her 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. We will not be live. It's something that we're going to record. It's going to be about the economy, the stock market, the economy, the regular Joe economy, the real economy, the housing market, and things of that nature. All right, let's take a look. How does Fox News do? Then I want to take a look at everybody in February. Hi, Greater TK. And so I haven't purchased my microphone yet. Or my camera, but I know what I want to get. So I'm ahead there, right? Fox News. How will they do with their ratings? Are they going to stay up there, or are they going to deflate and pop like the puffed up balloon noise that they are? All right. Thanks, Mr. J. I hope you're making very special plans for your birthday. And I think you know that a whole month ahead is not too early by any stretch. They're making decisions to change right now. This is happening right now. They've already made an announcement. They also have to watch something legal. Now, we did get this on the bottom of that last spread. There's going to be some incoming legal problems. Now, this was on the bottom of Hannity's Celtic Cross. They thought they were free and could say anything that they wanted. And then they started to wobble. They crossed the line. They went a bit too far. And now here come these arrows. They just wanted it their way. They went too far. There's competition that's really vying for their audience and really going more for an online presence. Oh, it isn't very good for Fox at all. They get stuck, and they're going to have a legal problem. They have a legal problem. They have to make adjustments. This doesn't happen right this doesn't happen right this second. And then they get stuck-a-roo. And someone could go to jail. So I know they're looking at Bartiromo. I know the people at Dominion are looking at Bartiromo. And the blonde, whatever her name is. Someone is going to be in big trouble at Fox. I don't think it's Hannity. And I don't really watch him. So, I just look at the headlines or whatever. Just to understand what my son or their family or other people that I know are looking at. All right. So Fox News itself is in trouble. Not good for them. And last time I looked, it wasn't so great either. So maybe that's why Hannity starts looking. We'll revisit him in part 2. This is just part 1. Let's take a look at, when I looked with Becca at, when I looked at McCarthy with Becca, that looked like, he was going, I wanted to actually point something out to you that I talked about when I did the reading with her. If you look at, we were asking about McCarthy going down talking to Trump at Mar-a-Lago. So if we take a look at the cards that we got, which I didn't really get to go into, here's the Ten of Swords we got. And I just wanted to show you. If you take a look, I think this is really important. If you take a look, this is one of the books that I studied when, I'm still learning. I learn every day. If you take a look at the Hierophant, this is our moral beliefs, right? This is tradition, what's right, what's wrong, what we believe to be true. If he's going to go down there and shake his hand, then they should have a gentleman's agreement, right? I know, right? Anyway, if you look at how the Hierophant is holding his right hand, and you also notice that in the Ten of Swords where you have been utterly betrayed, and this isn't so much about death because it only takes one sword to kill someone, but you believe or McCarthy or Trump will believe, it came up actually for Trump, that he's been impaled by all 10 swords. And this right hand is then down on the ground by his side. So I believe that McCarthy will end up turning on Trump. That's my understanding of what I saw last night. All right. So I hope you're having I had to share my morning with you because I think I did pretty good. Considering I looked like a drowned rat, a cold drowned rat. All right, DJT, February, this trial. We're going to get the 10 of swords again. How's DJT going to feel with this? How's he going to do? Is he going to have a good, productive February, or is he going to go down? Caps are for the question with Jay. Okay. So everyone can see it in case you're just joining. Because it seems like we go on early and then we have more and more people join as we go. So they can look at the last question. So how will Trump do in February? Let's go one way this way. To the naughty step she goes. All right, this is Trump. Oh boy. And I know that we have a hard time with the variant coming. That looked like that. I also got the 10 of swords for that. So there's some big problems with that. Okay, so this is interesting. So when we did the reading last night, and we asked about McCarthy and Trump, so when I asked about McCarthy next, we got this. So one of them was playing the shell game. One of them, of course, was not being told. What do they deserve? They deserve each other, right? One of them went there with no commitment in mind to honor their, no intention of honoring their commitment is what I was just looking for. Okay. And I think it's McCarthy, but Trump may feel the exact same way, because after the Capitol thing happened, Trump may feel that McCarthy came after him by saying that he was directly involved when McCarthy actually had some kahunas and stood up and said that Trump was involved. Okay, did I just say that? I said it. So there's still very strong feelings. I don't care that they pose smiling. It's fake. And it's fake on both sides now that I see this. In the past, they had somewhat of a working understanding and agreement with the Three of Wands. Okay, now we're getting more information coming out. Yeah, and there's going to be legal developments during the time, before the time of the trial. That's a whole what? What's today? The 29th. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is the third time we've got this. This affects the people at Fox News. It affects everybody. There's going to be announcements and decisions and the trial that's coming and information coming out. And Letitia James, okay, she's going to be in there. yeah, so this was just sort of like a fake handshake picture kind of thing, okay? Neither one has made, and intuitively, they both know, well, for whatever intuition. I actually do think Trump has some intuition. We know his left side of his brain isn't, the rational side isn't working at all. They both know that this is a shaky situation with the Queen of Cups there. Yeah. Okay. So there's some things that turn Trump upside down. So his February is not good. He's upside down, and the money comes out of his pockets. When you're upside down, you're in your hangman. You're stuck. You're delayed from getting anywhere. You're blocked. You're delayed. If this is very much like the standstill cards in the Viking runes, with that same, vertical line. This is stuck. He can't move forward because of these impending legal situations. So February is a no-go for Trumpo. All right. Mr. B, how you doing? Did you hear my morning story? Oh, my God. Oh, God. All right. I'll have to tell you about it later if you weren't there. Yeah, this is lies and deception. And of course it is. Okay. And there's another big revelatory moment. He's in trouble. He's not going forward. So whether they vote to convict or the second part they vote to convict, he's upside down. Coins are coming out. It's good news. Okay? So I like this. I like it. Okay. All right. Now let's see. Jay, you had asked the original date for not the inauguration, but the original date for something was March 4th. And you wanted to know if there was going to be an uprising on that day. Can we post that question? That was a good question, because there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem with when Becca and I asked about the stock market and the GameStop stuff and the Robinhood stuff, that the tower was there. March 4th was the original date for inauguration. It was changed under FDR. So is there... All right, so let's take a look at March 4th. I know we're looking at cast of characters, but you didn't know I was going to title that. I didn't know. I'm doing it good. I got here and you guys are here. So it's an awesome day. All right, March 4th. Is there going to be another huge problem with the peanut butter, Quackerdoodle people, militia? Oh, from the sky. Okay. All right. Is there going to be an uprising? A huge protest that gets out of hand, or a big problem that the Quackerdoodle people at any, at the Capitol or at any other federal building? The ducks. how do you guys, Lucky Girl has all these emojis like Mr. B. I'm like, I so need a new phone. I guess I have to stop paying for the locksmith. Oh my God. Oh boy, they do think something will end and something will begin. And this is the Scorpio card. Biden is Scorpio. So, Teresa, for the love of God. Oh my God, I think I'm going to giggle all day today. All right. Wow, they really have no clue. They really do think something is, some ending and some new beginning will take place that day. They really do. Now, the thing is, something is unseen, so I don't like that, because that's usually indicative of a problem that it pops up, boils up. This is energy being put into that day. It's just forever, ever coming up with that card. Okay, so there is a gathering. Now, I don't have the Five of Swords yet, or the Seven of Swords, but there is some sort of gathering. There could be expatriate, militia, oath people. Yeah, they really have a wish. They're really wishing upon a star that that's going to happen. Yeah, there's going to be a gathering. I don't think they're going to be too happy about it, or there could be some sadness around this. This is their belief pattern. They feel like they've been through a very difficult time. Let's see if the gathering leads to, will there be, okay, will this gathering, okay, so we have a gathering, because we have a gaggle of girls here. Those could be the, Marjorie Greene people. So yeah, there's a gathering of the people that already, are familiar with one another. So that's a gathering. Okay, but let's see. Does this gathering lead to destruction and sadness, or will it be peaceful? Okay, will the gathering be destructive, or will it be peaceful? Nine of Cups came out of them. They really think it's going to be their day. All right, here we go. Is it going to be a peaceful demonstration, or will it be destructive? This is the card. Wow. February is going to be fantastical. Fabulous. Fantastic February. Fabulous February. Help me word, people. What are we going to name? It's just going to be about the law, judgment. Fabulous February with the sword of justice. So there's going to be some problems. It's an uprising. Yep. They'll leave Quacker crumbs everywhere, just like Matt Gaetz left his, and Nunes and everybody left their pizza box in the skiff, right? Because that's what they do. Okay. This is all being organized online through messaging, right? Because when you're holding the world in your hand, this is very much like your laptop or your phone or my internet card, messaging. There will be law enforcement. This looks like the FBI will already know about, or somebody's going to know about it, but it's unseen to others. So there could, maybe it's in a couple of different places, although I didn't have two aces. They're trying to, oh boy, it's a lot of activity. That's just going to be whack-a-mole. There's unseen things that happen and some things that they have, that they're forearmed, forewarned. I'm going to say it's a bit of both, and it can get really hard to police all of these things with all of these messages. I think they're on it with the Justice card and the King of Swords and the Judgment card, but it's a lot. It's a lot to handle. So this isn't going to be easy, but at least we didn't get, we didn't get the Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords, and we didn't get all of that. So it's a bit of a mix. It will be many. It will be a lot. It will be several. It could just be small groups in certain places at different Capitol buildings. But I hope. I feel like they'll have I feel like they'll get a handle of it. Thank you, Miss Laura. Man, this is forever the card. Forever the card with this. The funding that goes into this is amazing. Yeah, please try. Well, they've moved to other social platforms like WeMe and or MeWe. Is it MeWe? MeWe, Gab, Telegram. They're on all those things now. All right. Now let's look at, so Trump, hangman. Let's look at McCarthy. Now, this is just part one today. All right, let's just look at McCarthy. What kind of a February does he have? Through the trial, through the meetings, trying to work with Biden. We'll try to rip through the rest of these, you guys. I'm sorry it took so long with my story. I think that he's going to try to offer. He does not like what happened at the Capitol. That it is not sitting well in his craw, but he's sort of forced. Because I really, there's something, with the double card like we got last night with Becca, there's something on him. There's something on all of these politicians in the GOP. Well, not all of them. You know what I mean. All right. McCarthy, how does he do? What happened here? How does he do in February? I don't think that meeting was everything. I think he sort of had to go, but they both know the other's lying. That's what I think is happening. Yeah, cash bribes. And if you're just joining us, when I went on, you know how Marjorie Taylor Greene's all over CNN and MSNBC and all the stories, and it's explosive. I went on Fox News or a half a second just to scroll down to see if there was even one story. At the time that I looked down this morning, there was not even one story, not one picture of her, not in all of the articles, nothing was there. How do you explain that? And then their numbers they're going down. Jay, thanks. That was a really good question. McCarthy's under an immense amount of pressure, but he's going to come out on top of it. He holds a very prominent position. He was a bully, and he's been bullied. They both know each other lied yesterday. Immense pressure. But he's going to come out on top. At least with this situation, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there's the trip to Mar-a-Lago. There's the dispute. This is, at this particular point, this is it's a point of chaos. It's a point of competition. Who has the strength? Who can move the needle on the dial? Who has the most money? This is chaos and drama. And this is also coming up, too. It's in the place of the doorstep here, the Five of Wands. Trump has something that could send McCarthy to jail if it comes out. His hands are tied. I do think he lied, and they're in a battle, and he's sort of frozen here. Do you remember how when Barr came out and denounced and told a lie about the Mueller report and Rosenstein or whatever, remember how they just stood there like this, how Pence would just stand there like this, and when Trump would say, and how when Barr said something, a couple months ago, and Christopher Wray was standing there like this because they just can't move, they're immobilized, and that's what happens to McCarthy. Let's see what's on the bottom. Trump has him tied up in knots. I feel like he'll get out of this. I do. I feel like he'll get out of it. That is not good for him. All right, I'm keeping track with these. I'm going to put these in my notebook. All right, let's take a look at Pence. Well, we're talking about Pence. We'll take a look at Greene and McConnell. Yeah, when I looked, one of you guys, I forget who asked me how many. It may have even been Jay. How many people in Congress or the House or the Senate or whatever? I got like 5 to 10, but I think there's just so many involved with this, and I think we're going to find out that Trump's promises and money and backing is far more than Hootie. I think it's. Is there something wrong with the video, Lucky Girl? Okay. Oh, okay, thank you. All right, what is Pence doing? So I think we're going to just see that it's, a lot of the world leaders are wanting, to have the Trumpers be in charge so that they can have their way and make their deals so that it makes this perfect. What they want to call the New World Order or something like that. Okay. How about Pence? So McCarthy's energy is down. Trump's energy is way down. Trump got the hangman. McCarthy's outcome was the 8 of Swords. He's being browbeaten. Thanks for letting me know that. Okay, so Pence, how does he do? Does he remain homeless in February? He has a home here in Sanibel, just a stone's throw. I could use a thumbs up today, you guys. If you want to get the lady with cold hair that had to walk out of her beauty appointment, and is that what we call it? Stylist appointment with wet hair, and locks herself out of her truck at the AutoZone going to get oil. Pence. He had to do what he had to do. He had to follow the rules, and he is sorry. He's woebegone. He's got the woebegones going on. All right. Look at the card of the day is at his root down here. Oh my. Well, he can come down here to Satan land too. No. He's got some energy back up. Seven of wands. Now incidentally, he may have talked to McCarthy, because that's the same card. And he's talking. He's got some stories to tell with this page of wands. He's had some meetings with GOP members. Wow. It's amazing. He has a stellar month. Cecilia, is that because of the variant? Okay, so Pence is doing really great. 9 of Pentacles. He comes out on top, but he is still involved with negative shenanigans. And he's got some stories to tell. He's holding some meetings. He's meeting with members of the GOP. He definitely is. They may tell him, hey, Mike, you might be the man. He did have an elbow bump, and I think he kind of looked at her weird. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's take a look at Greene. What happens to her? I can't handle it. I'm so grateful for every time a bully is taken down. Of course, we realize that at the core of her being, she is severely, her core is severely damaged. So, of course, she wouldn't be that way. She must not have. I know, we have to understand, well, we don't have to understand anything. You know how bullies are. All right, what's going to happen to Greene? February. We're doing cast of characters, part 1, February. The bully Greene. Did she get knocked down to peanut size? Well, thanks for stopping by, Pammy. All right. Marjorie Taylor Greene. How does she do in February? Let's give her a good shuffle. Lord, please tell me somebody takes her down. puts her in her corner and out of the education board. Who did that? Who did that? I can ask it. Well, Jay, I might do that Benny, I might ask about Beto in the next. I'll put that down on questions to come. You wanted to know about him running for governor? Oh boy, you know what? I don't know how to do that right now. I don't see anything for that. I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry. I might be able to adjust that later. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm afraid I'll hit something the way this day has started. I'm afraid I'll hit something and lose every single one of you. Okay. All right. Now she's got the Fox Noise and the McCarthy. She got something in common with them. She's been flying free. No one's stopping her quite yet. The challenge is to stop her. She has backing. Oh boy, she's just filled with deception. This is good that it's over here on the left. Okay, thank you, lucky girl. I'm glad you said that, because if I hit something and lost all of you, I'd get myself. I need you guys today. What a way to start the day. But we made it. I made it. Oh, they're going to give her extra homework. They're going to give her a lot of work. They're going to make sure that she's very busy. All right. She's sort of going to she keeps trying to speak out. They are a little concerned about her. I know this is weird, but she is going to lose some sleep over what's going on. She's a little concerned. She wants to be the star. They're going to try to work with her and put her in a position where I think she'll shut up and do her work. So it looks like hopefully they'll move her to some other department, some other thing to start working on. I don't think she's going to lose her place. I would like to see her get kicked out. Maybe it'll be a little bit later, but right now I think they're just going to possibly reassign her and make her do extra credit for public service. Public service. Send her to public service. Glad. Make a ruling. Challenges to make that ruling. All right, so 2 of Cups. She's going to have to get busy. Grunt work. Yeah, just like, thanks for stopping by, GM Dave. Have a great Friday. All right, let's take a look at McConnell. What happens to McConnell in February? How will he do? McConnell. Will he remain in some semblance? I know he's the minority leader, but will he still have some power? What kind of month overall is McConnell going to have? he's still going to try to stand in the way of Biden getting some things. He's trying to take a good, hard, firm stance. And he's trying to get other lawmakers to agree with him. Yep, going against what the people want, throwing a sword. Hope he throws it at his own shoe. Oh, so then here comes the Queen of Pentacles. And direct opposition and someone pulling some tricks on him. Then he folds a little bit. This shows him working with a specific female. And the last time I asked about him if he'd work with Biden, I was surprised. I got a little bit of optimism there as well. Isn't that funny that this is coming up for all of them? The Eight of Swords. Okay, so he's trying to hang in there to get what he wants for his party. Okay, let's take a quick look at Biden. What time do we have? 1:05. Good. He's got to try to save him. Who else do you want me to ask about in February? Teresa Ford, the list on the payment, the oligarchy payment plan. The GOP oligarch payment plan is so huge, we can't even begin to wrap our minds around it. Boebert, okay, we'll ask about Boebert. Boebart. Bye, Linda. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good Friday. President Biden. Sorry, Jay. I'm trying to get my ducks back in a row. All right, let's look at Biden. How does he feel? Does he have a good sense of accomplishment at the end of February? How does he do in February? Anyone else want to ask? Okay, so Biden, we're asking about Biden. Any Boebert? Should we ask about Cheney or Jared? Who do you want me to ask about? All right. So for Biden, we get the forever marching forward, stalwart knight. Okay, Jay, Matt Gaetz. Biden, he's trying. He's struggling. He's having some difficulty getting deals. He's going to have to hit the compromise button on a couple of issues. Okay, Carol, we'll ask about Hawley, and then we'll have to stop there because I've got readings to do. Okay. He will feel in February that going through February has been difficult. He's trying to undo the sadness and the horrible acts that happened to the children at the border. He's trying. This is a struggle. Oh my goodness, this is a struggle. And then we go towards the more future. He's got this one lady. I still think this is Gillibrand or some female from that former those inner positions of prominent people that were privy to the information. He's having issues with McConnell. He doesn't want to hear it. He's just like, you guys, we're going to do this and we're going to do it. We're going to make this happen. All right. Listen, this is a bit of a gamble for him. He's going for it. He's putting all his chips in. He'll feel good. Now, remember, there will be loss of life with this variant. Last I asked on the variant a couple videos ago, the main variant is in the video. It looked like, remember, we asked about if things would be better by the end of March, and it was not good. But we got it by the very end of April, we'd be getting a handle on it, okay? But this is really tough. And, he's trying to really help everyone get vaccinated. He's going to back off of one thing. He was trying to push something through, and he just sort of met up with a block, and he's like, all right, I'll back off of this, and I'll come back to it. I'll go on to this next thing, okay? All right. All right, let's take a quick look at Boebart. Thank you, 5 paces. Yeah, he'll have to come back to something. He's going to do good, though. Bye, Steven. Have a good Friday. Don't leave the house with wet hair. Or your stylist. All right. All right, we're going to do Boebart, Gaetz, and Hawley, and that's it. Everybody's got to go. I do, too. I've got some readings. Thank goodness. Okay. Boebert, does she have a good month or not? Bobblehead. Sandra Nevin's calling her bobblehead. Freshman Boebart. I think they're going to be taking a look at her previous social media, too. She's being looked at. She's under scrutiny. That's a good way of saying it with the Hermit card. She's got some past money deals that don't bode well for her. She's trying to bury that with the Death card here. She's got there's a paper trail, money. Somebody that backed her could possibly get in trouble. And there's ties to her. So it looks like there's a little scandal around her. Oh, boy. Scandal. Money. Trail. Scandal. Everybody wants a piece of that. She's going to be able to skirt her way around this somehow. She could also have somebody in her family could get sick. We don't ever want to see that for anyone, of course, right? She's got quite a lot of problems. going on here. You are going to see her at the end of February. She will acquiesce. She won't speak out as much. She's going to go with the flow. She's going to do what she's told to do. So she's sort of scandal mediocre. She's got some problems. She has a lot of problems coming up. There's a paper trail. All right. All right. Just to barrel the monkeys, let's look at Howler. Yeah, she's going to have a big hug. All right. Josh Howling. What does February have in store for him? How's he going to do? Is he going to still continue to be the star of the Quackerdoodle peanut butter boys, peanut butter people? Thank you, 5 Paces. Thank you, guys. Remember, the card of the day is the devil. Don't fall back into past negative habits. If you didn't see that part of the video, I have a funny story in the beginning of the video. Howley. When he goes, we'll be hallelujah, Howley's gone. He's doing deals. A little bit of his momentum stops. Thank you, me, myself, and I. That's very kind of you. Super de-duper. I like that little character. With my wet hair in the wind. Oh my gosh. All right, so wow, he's getting held up. I think he's been told he could get into trouble and have some charges, that he better stop saying what he's saying, or he's going to get into trouble. He's hitting he has to hit the skids. Ooh, he's been warned. I think he's going to have he's going to be top. Yeah, he's not doing so great. He's up and down and all. He's not settled, and he keeps trying to speak out. I think McConnell has already contacted him and said, listen, boy, you can't do that. The book deals, wheels. He's trying to talk. Has he already said that he's going to run for president? He's going to announce something, but I think McConnell's already talked to him about, you better shut up. He's got some problems. All right. He's full of he's full of fox noise. What do we not know about Hawley? He needs an extra card here, you guys. He's still trying to rouse the crowds into, an uprising of some sort. He's still trying to stir the pot, but he's been talked to. He goes up and down. So it's like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, he says, okay, you guys do this, and I'm going to do this. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, he goes back to his chair. He's very unstable energy. So we'll just give him an unstable energy, and he will enact something. But someone has talked to him. All right, finally, Mr. Pizza Box himself. 5 Paces, he made my day. House Spirit Works, thank you for being here. That's very kind of you. Okay. I do usually post in the description. However, I have a reading to do right after this. I'm not sure how fast I can update not in the subscription. I post the PayPal number and my web page there for people who want to book a reading. The links is what I'm trying to think of. All right, last one, Matt Gaetz. Here we go. It's only an hour and 20. I usually go exactly an hour, but we went an hour and 20 today because I had a long story about it. Gwen, I agree with you. It was either Ivanka or her best friend. We can look at that too. That'll make a good show. Matt Gaetz, Pizza Box Boy. February. He has a domestic situation going on there that can come out pretty soon. Whoops, what's that? Talk about unstable energies, right up there with Hawley. Same thing, comes back out again. That travel bit where he went up to that other state, what state where he was trying to do, he's meeting with some other people are going to say, what is the matter with you, Gaetz? They're going to knock him on the head. That was not. That trip that he just took is a challenge to him. He just did something that makes the ground that he's standing on more unstable because people have some very strong opinions about Cheney and about what he did with that. That was a statement that possibly some staunch, hard GOP believed that was out of step, out of sync, wasn't good. They see him as not stable. Many in his party, established Republicans that have some sense of he's going to lose some funding. Some people are going to cut from him. Just like Hawley. Oh, he has a secret coming out. An expose. Then he's going to be defending himself. Up. Secret lover. Something. Some sort of alliance of somebody is coming up. And he has a scandal. So. Boebert gets all mired up in something. Yeah, of course, we don't wish ill will on anyone. We just want the truth to be told, and we want people that go out of their way to bring hurt to other people. We want them put in their time out, right? Time out. Matt Gaetz, time out. Boebert, Trump, McCarthy. All right, they're having some timeouts. What's on the bottom for him? Yeah, there's some sort of dalliance, some sort of deal going. He has a problem, and it can involve a younger male, so a younger person. Let's just say that he's going into defense mode. Big problemo for Pizza Box. All right. Oh, you think so, Leanne? All right, you guys, I got to run. That was part 1. Leave me a comment in the if you want to be in the prayer box. I'm adding people in every single week. You can go back on today's community post and let me know who you want me to look at in February part 2. I can do that possibly tomorrow or Sunday before I meet with Kim. One or the other, it'll happen, part 2. And I don't know, Jay, but something's coming out. That's not good for him. All right, you guys, much love to you. Thank you for being here with me. And don't fall into past patterns. Devil card was our card for the day. All right, you guys, have a great day. Thanks so much. Thanks, How Spirit Works. Thanks, Lucky Girl, T, Barb, J. You guys, you have my heart. My heart is full. Thanks so much. Happy Friday.